Hey, aloha. I have my activated charcoal mask on today. I was like, we're doing something different. And while I was tapping into this space, I felt the vibes of no longer allowing people to come in, use up your energy, and dip the fuck out. And when I said that, the winds just started picking up, and I heard spirit say, oh yeah, oh yeah, things are about to fucking change. Big changes, big shifts going on. We still had that Papa Anwar Care card. What did that speak of? I really can't even remember. I know that the ancestors are guiding you, guiding you to speak your truth, possibly guiding you to step into this new career space, expanding your career, expanding these new opportunities and experiences that you're trying to manifest. There's just big changes coming. I'm feeling the vibes of even if someone didn't want to make a change, didn't want to make a move, something's going to be coming in to just guide you into a space where you need to be. I also was feeling the energies of these roadblocks, and I know I was speaking about how we turned into these fucking track stars, and we were jumping over all of those roadblocks, and I was like, damn, was that getting in our own way? Were we not seeing things clearly? It's like these roadblocks was set in place for a reason, so we could be diverted into our proper path. I'm seeing like a roadblock here, like you can't go straight, you would have to taken a left, but you chose to jump over the roadblock and say, well, too fucking bad, too bad. And the roadblocks could be a red flag, you know. And it's like this time, now that we jumped over the roadblocks and we possibly fell into a fucking pit hole or some shit, some sort of sinkhole, and took a deep dive into the underworld, into things that weren't fully conscious, that we weren't conscious of. And I feel falling in there was also a part of the plan, because I see someone climbing their way out. And with each movement you were making, it was building up strength, not just within your physical body, but within your mind, within your emotions. And I also felt the vibes of, especially because I've been using like white a lot lately, a lot of colors. And then recently, during the month of November, I shifted into black. So it's like no more reflecting this light. It's like we already did that so much. We were already putting out so much light into everyone around us. And now it's time to be open and fully be ready to absorb what's coming. It's going to be something that we're going to have to like take time to absorb. I feel it's like going to be coming in so beautifully. You're going to have to like sit down. Like I feel like someone's getting a call and they're going to be like, are you sitting down? And you're like, the fuck? No, I'm driving. And they're going to be like, pull on the fucking side, because what I'm about to tell you is about to shock you. See, look at that pause. Pull on the side, accept that you must wait and prepare for developments to reach the next stage. My gosh, the winds are just coming in hot. It was not like this before I stepped in, okay? So big, the winds of change. The winds of change, being swept off your feet, I'm seeing as well. I'm feeling like kite energy, and it's like, in order for the kites to fly, it needs this winds, it needs this strong currents. I'm even seeing a canoe, like it needs the wind. It needs the turbulence, yeah, in order for you to see things from a higher perspective. The turbulence to give you the courage to push through, to climb out of a space that you were stuck in. And it's time to recharge. It's time to recharge all that energy you were putting out, and really get ready for someone to come in and bless you. Because I'm seeing that you've been going around since you were young and just sprinkling that little magic fairy dust around. And the divines are ready. The paths are cleared. I also felt the vibes of someone making friends, making peace with the darkness, even these darker energies that people could have been sending out to you. It's like, bitch, I made friends with those demons. I know them by name, and that's why they respect and honor me, because I actually took time to sit with them and get to know them and understand why they're in that dark space. And through that, we transformed the darkness and we brought love and peace to them. Because these darker energies too, like when you think of Hades and them, these are babies that were destined. You know, they were cursed by their own parents. They already spoke it into existence that they would be these evil beings. It's like their destiny was already written. And I feel that that could have been the same for some of you, but it's like we're shifting it, right? We've been rewriting our story. But with those energies, it's like all that darkness needed was a little love. And you did that. And your wishes are seen, your wishes are heard, your wishes are felt. Those little white things, I want to say dandelions, but I don't know if it's that, but they're flying around here too. Wishes, your wishes are coming to your reality. The divines are actualizing it because you've been speaking your truth. It's like this creative energy that you have, the darkness that you dove into by trusting is allowing you to achieve your full potential because you speak your truth. You're in this honest pursuit of truth as well. Nature and visualize. Go out in nature as much as you can, for its pure creativity can teach you everything you need to know. So we have 2 cards that speaks of creativity. And we have 2 cards about actualizing things and visualizing things. Manifest a maximum influence on our reality. Preparation time, it was all a part of the plan. Oh my God. So now we can see though, we can make the proper movements, we can change course when needed. It's like you're so in tune. Whatever the wind says goes. You can only go as far as the wind takes you. Wow, what is this card? Because I'm seeing a boat. Explore. Trust your imagination. Help you explore through your inner landscape to find what you seek. So it's like someone hunted down their fears, which also allowed them to hunt down their desires. Look at that. They hunted down their fears. They abandoned, they walked away from partying, what is 5 of Cups? Oh, they walked away from the past and explored within, fully healed. And they're walking towards also the 2 of Cups. Abandoning the sadness and fear and changing it, transforming it into love. It's like also, I'm like seeing somebody, that was being blocked, those roadblocks. It's like, they didn't know you're a fucking alchemist. They didn't know that you are a master at transmutation. That whatever darkness comes to you, you shift it into light. Whatever darkness comes to you, you transform it. You transform heartbreak into divine partnerships, into these sacred, and that allows you to go through even more DNA upgrades, making you even furthering your connection with self, with spirit, with your partner, your emotions, your goals. I want to see, I'm going to read to you guys Two of Cups. I'm just feeling called to read it from the book right now. This card represents the flow of love between two people or parties. The two have a deep connection based on shared values, compassion, and understanding. You're both focused on the success of not only yourself, but the other person as well. The mutual respect you have for each other is the grounds for the growth of unconditional love. This card may appear when you're entering a new prosperous partnership. Truly give your all to this situation. There's real, I was going to say there's real love here, but it says there's a real win here for all involved. So it's like still with that contagious vibes. I mean, it's always going to be that. It's always going to be this mirror. And now that you cleared up this space within you, you went into that dark space. It's like you're only going to find individuals that mirror your purest self, and there's nothing within you that's unconscious already. So you're only going to be seeing individuals that are full of love, full of self-value, self-worth, unconditional love for self and others around them, connected to the divines within and that surrounds them. That's what's coming. That's what's here, because it's always been right there. And you've been visualizing and you brought it into your reality. You created this sacred space, because I'm seeing that people have been calling out to that, but there was no room, there was no sacred space, and now there's more than enough space, not just for this two partners, but for you to step out into a community, step out into these collaborations with people that can bring balance and stability to Mama Earth, to Father Sky. That's always been the real prize. And especially because this is our temporary home. It's like these two individuals knew that. So that's why they made peace with self, made peace with the underworld, made peace with the heavens. And it's all a state of mind. It's all energy. Look at that. Her eyes are closed, making peace with it. And using that to help her manifest, to actualize things. Actualize a partnership even. Manifesting, this is someone manifesting a person, possibly. This could be someone that is visualizing the person they want. Because now you can get like real. I'm seeing somebody getting real with themselves. Like, okay, I want someone bold, passionate, powerful, connected to the divines. Someone who's stable. Charming. Someone who values their alone time as well. It's like this is someone who says, you know, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go for a swim. This is not the type of person that says, hey, I'm going to go out with the boys tonight. Or, hey, I'm going to go out with the girls tonight. It's like when they do their little breaks from each other, they create space for healthy opportunities. They just do things that are healing, that are beneficial to not only them, but people around them. Not only to them, but everyone around them. Look, that's like going by the water, chilling, taking time, remembering who they are, giving themselves time to remain, giving themselves time to maintain, also maintaining their cup, alchemizing, transmuting on the daily, right? A lot of abundance coming in. And that is also, I'm seeing, you know, something that not only benefits them, but their community. I'm seeing the Three of Cups. Like, the past, present, and future as well. Being healed by this relationship with self, with this person coming towards you. This is someone who's not stubborn. Someone who's open. Even if it looks a little fishy, I just seen, like, I feel like it's going to be so beautiful. Someone, no, that's not, it's not it. No, Spirit said, no, it's not. Well, my higher self said, no, it's not. That fish is just for abundance. I'm just like, not fishy. Because I feel that now that you're healed, or healing, you're not gonna worry. You're not gonna think about it in that type of energy, like, fishy. Because you know what comes to you is going to be a mirror of who you are within. And if it's love, then love finds you. Even if it's just for that day. But I'm seeing definite long-term. This could speak of restrictions, but I'm seeing both of you found each other in the darkness. You guys were bounded. You guys are bounded to each other, and that's why you guys are coming together. See, look at that. It's the Two of Cups going right on the Devil card. But that could be restrictions. That could be someone's so focused on self-love that maybe someone was getting that fishy energy. It's like some sort of friendship coming on. They're like, fishy. And that could have been restricting them. And it's like the self-love, just wanting to do things alone, not wanting to invite anybody in. Could be a restriction as well. But whenever I see this card, I feel the underworld vibes. I feel them making peace with the darkness. Take it as it resonates. Oh my God, look at that. See? It is. Because you guys made peace with the darkness. You guys not only have help from the light, but also from the dark. And when you have help from the dark, it allows things to be preserved. Yeah, look at that Ankh vibes. There's the winds. Inheriting. I just saw like inheriting the underworld, inheriting the upper world as well. Look at that. She's sitting on the world. So it's like you guys are both like rulers of the upper world and the underworld. You guys both mastered the unconscious and the conscious. You guys mastered every single test. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Mastery. Alignment. Yeah? It wasn't just a coincidence. It's because you guys are both in alignment. Because you guys worked so hard to get to each other. Even if you didn't even know what you were getting to. I'm seeing somebody was just getting to know themselves and they just stumble upon this amazing fucking partnership. Oh my gosh, look at that. 6 of Cups. Remembering, reminiscing. It's like you guys always remembered. You guys always felt that there was a person out there for you to rule with. Ooh, I wanna rule my destiny. My destination is homeward bound. No forces try to hold us down. You had me in the middle of the valley of decision. I wanna rule my destiny. That's this. I wanna rule my destiny. Beautiful. Reciprocity. This is going to be someone that you're so in tune with and so alignment with that just the whole household is going to be set. Like you're going to have enough time for them, for your career, for your goals outside of career, for self, for your children. It's going to just be so equal. They're your equal. They're your perfect match. The perfect fit. Remember how I was saying like it just didn't fit? And I feel like when somebody realized that, right, the actualization and going within that fucking pit hole, and now it's just like a perfect match. I don't even feel like I gotta pull anything else. Okay, if there's anything, is there anything stands? I don't even want to clarify that shit because it's just not. See, it's just beautiful shit. Because I already said, there's nothing standing in your fucking way. You'll be able to be generous with your healing. I'm seeing this couple right here. They're healers. Yeah, obviously, because they mastered the underworld and the upper world. They mastered the conscious and the unconscious. They brought the unconscious an opportunity to ascend. They're bringing the unconscious an opportunity to ascend. Look at that. This is a healer. That's a healer. Someone in the spotlight as well. And this could be the spotlight of the divines watching you, the divines guiding you, giving you enough energy to pour into everyone around you. And it's not even something forceful. It's just your being. Your being, your essence is of this purest, highest vibration. See, she doesn't have to step down. Because just you bring that light to others. And they're just going to want to keep pouring into you as well. And just giving you their time and their energy. I'm just seeing them watching you in awe. Because you went into the darkness and you lit that shit up, right? You used those stars to navigate. I'm seeing somebody getting paid big time. Like people just coming to you wanting like advice, wanting help, just giving you a lot of money, even if it's whatever it is you do. Like I said, even just your being. Whew, shit. Yeah, that's like queen bee energy and the worker bees come. Look at that. We went totally off to the side. So putting the past aside you, putting the past behind you. Putting the past behind you. All right, let's get our angels and ancestors. They really want me to pull another card from here. Details, examine your details. Take care of every detail one step at a time. Perfectionism. Be content to know perfection as a distant utopian goal which we journey but never arrive. So don't feel like it has to be this grand thing when you guys meet, or you know, even just the healing when you're going into the darkness, like, and don't make it feel like, you know, it don't gotta be perfect. You just gotta go. You just gotta be open. The door's open. You gotta go in, and then there'll be more. Release the perfectionism. Release thinking that it has to be a certain way. Release the past, and then you can understand. Oh, I just heard Grandmother Willow from Pocahontas. Listen to your heart, you will understand. Oh, wow, because she was like overly thinking. She was thinking so logically whether she wanted to go to John Smith, even though she felt it so much in her heart. It's like she felt it, and then the compass broke, right? And it's like, you don't need a compass because you know the way. Even if it goes against your cultural beliefs, these cultural stereotypes of how a relationship is supposed to work, of how it looks, of how it feels, of what people are going to say about it, about you, about them. Close that motherfucking door. Close that motherfucking door. You heard that door slam? So I just heard slam the door in their motherfucking face. In that old ass, in the past, in that old belief system. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Close that motherfucking door. Lock that motherfucking door. Where's that movie from? So it could be from me. I don't know. Could be a comedy. I know I ain't talking about no more locked doors. Because we locking that fucking door behind us so that past don't come creeping back in. But we don't know. Because we made peace with that shit. So when it comes, we'll be like, come and give me some love. Water Guardian, because you're connected with your emotions. No fear. Fearless. Because you know that those emotions allow your fucking fruits to grow. Because if there was just all light, no darkness, no rain, no morning dew, then it won't grow, you know? It's gonna fucking dry out. So it can't be all light. Nature shows us that. But when you okay with the dark, when you make peace with the dark, you're gonna be like, it's actually fucking nice and breezy over here. Yeah? And it's like within the dark, within the nighttime, that's when you receive these downloads and information. So not resisting. When you're in a dark space, where people put you in a dark space, when you're in these pauses, look at that, trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Move beyond ancestral fucking patterns. Releasing that. Yeah, releasing that fear. Maybe someone even has a fear or a phobia of being afraid in the of the dark, and maybe you should. I'm seeing someone, work with a friend. Work with a friend. Ask someone you trust and be like, will you sit in the dark with me? And it's not while you going through all this bullshit, and it could be, someone sitting there with you while you fucking cry, having someone around you to cry on their shoulders. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so do that practice if that's one of your fears. Or whatever your fears is, because, I've been getting to the bottom of my fears, especially during this shadow work that we're continuing to have to go through. But, fire. Love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what? Okay, so yeah. Will you sit with me in the dark? And, allow them to turn off all the lights. Maybe keep a candle lit. Keep a candle lit. Write down your intentions together. Write down these positive affirmations. Write down why you're afraid of the dark. Maybe write, we've been talking about recreating the story, writing yourself a love letter. And it's like maybe writing out why you're afraid of the dark. See where it stems from. And then really heal, because it's about also exposing, getting to the bottom of things, so you can see where these things stem from. So when it comes back up, it's not going to be so hard to get past. You're going to be like, oh, okay, I've been there, done that. I know why that's here. Right? Because I know every demon by name. Okay. I feel like that was beautiful. I really, 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 really did that. The journey, knowing that the detours are an inevitable part of the journey. It was all a part of the plan. Building strength within mind, body, and soul. Making peace with the celestial. I'm seeing the stars. Like, even with the stars, you can't see them unless it's nighttime. No diamonds. Huna, number 7. breaking free from these restrictions, longer, oh, I was just gonna say no longer putting these restrictions on self. Whew, fuck yeah. Yes, and this is actually speaking also about moving beyond ancestral patterns. Yeah, there was like this strict kapu system that we had. That's my motherfucking card though. That's my card. X marks the spot. I gotta light up. And I just realized, like, I think it was from last week or some shit. I was like, like just always, and I was like, oh fuck, Scorpio season, bitch. And that's why I was like, let's really work on that sacral energy, that sacral chakra, using that sexual energy and harnessing it, turning it into creativity, because the portals open and the manifestation energies are so heavy, and we don't want, any toxic, restricting energies around. Yeah, using that sexual energy to your benefit. I don't know. I don't feel like really. Okay. Sometimes we place kapu on ourselves that restrict and limit our possibilities. Moving beyond such limitations require that we increase our possibilities by becoming aware of alternatives. One way to do so is to draw upon the philosophy called Huna. This is a blend of Hawaiian principles. Don't really want to read it because I feel like we did so much, but speaks about, oh my god, I know. I do want to read the whole thing, but I also don't. But it's a vibe, right, Spirit? I know, it's a vibe. The symbol for this card is a sign that means kapu, forbidden. Kapu are restrictions on our behavior that are believed to have implemented in Hawaii by a Tahitian named Pa'au. Besides kapu, Pa'au brought human sacrifice to the islands. He built temples dedicated to human sacrifice, such as Vaha'ula on the island of Hawaii, that solidified his power and locked into place a restrictive kapu system. The kapu system forbade sharing the knowledge of the kahuna, priest. It's kind of the vibes that we're in right now, yeah? With that whole state of emergency vibe. Trying to fucking censor us and all that things. But you know what? It's contagious, right? So when you tapped into that DNA, just know that the people around you, they feel it. The word huna means that which is hidden or not obvious, and is used in modern times to refer to a sacred system of knowledge about the nature of the universe that empowers the practitioner. Kahuna is commonly used to refer to Hawaiian priest or priestess. In ancient time, doctors, lawyers, architects, scientists, and agriculturalists were also considered kahuna because they shared esoteric knowledge. Serge King, a teacher of Hawaiian spirituality, described the history of the kahuna as follows. I'm sorry, this is a whole vibe because this partnership is destined, yo. This community, this tribe. And it's like all four corners of the earth just being in union, valuing self. Because when we connected to self, then we can be truly connected to others and to source. At some point in time, long before the rise of Atlantis, a race of beings, came to the solar system from a group of stars known as the Pleiades. Most of the star beings settled on a continent in the Pacific known today in the story as Mu. Can I just say this really quick? So Mu, for me, I don't know if you caught it, but Spirit told me I was tapping into Hather energy. And just like when I do the buzz of the bees on the exhale, they said to Mu. And I've actually been calling upon our lands, Mu, Atlantis, Lumeria, whatever you call it, just to remember who I am and where I came from, and know that there's this prophecy to be fulfilled, even if it's just of my own. You know, that balance, the value and appreciation for self, for Mama Earth, for those around us, coming from every walk of life. But so I moved, and that gave me the vibe of the Mahalo, Spirit, Mahalo. Like I've been saying, they flipped the fucking script on us, and we're about to flip that shit back real quick. So here we go. Let me tap in. Let me tap into the mood, okay? Picturing a light going down our spine as we fill our cores, letting our cores rise, not our chest. Acknowledging the divine within and that surrounds us. When we release, we're going to release with the move of the island. Awakening the dormant spaces within the mind, allowing the blood to flow into spaces they haven't been for a very long time. So this is definitely something personal, because when I do it alone, there's this vibration that comes with it. And I'm still a little camera shy, and like, you know, I'm fucking moving on camera, bitch. But it's the same vibe as, you know, being in a meditation class or doing meditation at home. But so that gave me a vibe of the and it looks like, I know it's a O, but it gives me the vibes, like and that's Mu flipped. It's like flipping the motherfucking script. And is someone who's confused. So we could say they were using it in a way to backfire the confusion, because I ain't knocking no one's thing, because we're coming from all walks of life, but it was giving me these Huna vibes. Like big Huna vibes. Like confusion. So I flipped it, and I felt so empowered, and it gave me the vibes of the sound of a conch shell. And the conch shell is to alert the peoples, to let them know when it's time to gather. So if we're going it's like confusion, not remembering. It feels like unconscious to me, like keeping someone in a trance, stuck. But I know a lot of people that, you know, it's like we gotta play full to catch wise. So some people can transmute it, but it's all about remembering and awakening, because there's so much hidden meaning in things. You know, it's just like with the missionaries that came to the lands. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. But Catherine Kalama Becker did a beautiful job on this book. They call themselves the people of Mu, but others called them Manahuna or Menehune. When I found this card as well, I've been receiving messages from the Menehune and the Gecko, the Mo'o. So it was all coming together, because while I was doing that as well, I was thinking about this song that a lot of Hawaiians are proud of. And when I went somewhere, when I went to this concert, there was a bunch of people singing it, and I felt this trance that the people were stuck in. It's like they took... I hear sirens. Oh, fuck. Those sirens is major, too. Major Archangel Michael Ogun vibes. Yeah, the rescue. They had to stand in their power, yeah. Like, they use their power to remove obstacles, to cut off loose ends. And so that's the vibe. What I was saying? Okay, uamao keo kaaina ikapono. The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness, so they say it means. And I just feel it keeps the people stuck. Okay. Their knowledge was huna. Oh, the Menehuni was the people of secret power. Their knowledge was huna, a fundamental philosophy for successful living. They began to teach this knowledge to men, people of the earth, because many different languages were spoken, and because of their own was part telepathic and difficult to learn. Mahalo. That the teachers of Mu created a new language that was simple to learn. This language was structured to contain the Huna knowledge within it a way that would ensure its survival for as long as the language remained in use. Today we know that language as Polynesian, and its traces are found all over the world. King goes on to say that due to a great war, the planet tumbled into a new orbit further from the sun, and that the stress of the change caused intense volcanic and earthquake activity. Old lands sank beneath the sea in some places, and new lands rose in others. Unconscious and conscious, right? But what were they having us be consciously aware of? And what were they having us be in a coma state of mind too? Comatose state of mind. The little people from Mu were blamed for the disaster and subsequently persecuted, so that they were forced into hiding. Traces of them are found in stories around the world that tell of a race of little people and their magical abilities. King claims that much of the knowledge of Mu has been preserved by a group of psychics who lived in different parts of the world, who are telepathically linked to one another. Until recently, they worked contentedly behind the scenes for the good of humanity. However, King says, due to the current changes in communication, the expansion of consciousness, and our growing need to understand alternative realities, their knowledge needs to be spread far and wide as possible. Many other Hawaiian spiritual teachers also feel now is the time for sharing wisdom of Hawaiian spiritual teachings. Pele, the famous and powerful volcano goddess, seems to agree. August 11th. Wow, that's 8/11 again. That's 8/11 again, okay? And if you guys watched my video the other day, I pointed out how the number 8/11 came out strong. And that took me to the Bible verse, Genesis 8/11, and that's when the dove flies to Noah with the olive branch, letting him know that the waters have subsided and it's time to return. Very, very beautiful. A group of shamans preparing to be able to teach Hawaiian healing techniques graduated on the island of Molokai. That same day, on the big island of Hawaii, lava destroyed Vaha'ula Heau. Oh my gosh, and this, remember I went to Volcano, I went to Halemaumau and Pu'u'o'o to break the curse, break the Naupaka curse, bring together Momi and Ikaika. Ikaika banished to the sea, Momi banished to the mountains. And when I left, 3 hours later, oh, and that's the 3 hours later, Pele awoken. And to me, that's breaking that kapu, breaking the restriction on this separation. Two people or a whole community, a whole tribe, four corners coming together, no longer being separated from self, no longer stuck in this coma. And everybody's waking up and rising up, gravitating towards each other energetically and in the physical. Until this time, Baha'u'llah site was believed to be protected. For example, in 1989, when the $1 Million Visitor Center in Hawaii's Volcano National Park was destroyed by lava, the flow made a dramatic 90-degree turn before reaching the Heiau temple. Some believe the recent destruction of Baha'u'llah marks the end of the Kapu system and is a sign from Pele that the sacred knowledge of the Kahuna may be shared with the world. So that's what it is. And even the separation, like, it has to happen. These gifts need to be shared with the world. No more restrictions. No more placing restrictions on ourselves. Look at that, the Ho'oponopono card, really releasing, forgiving, being open. I'm seeing the net is open. The tribe is coming together. The families. Oh my God. I love you all so much. This is a collective reading. It may or may not resonate. If you want to book a personal reading, the information is found in the white butterfly. Again, purity, innocence. This partnerships, this tribe is pure and clean because you cut and clear all the darkness. You cut and clear your resistance to the darkness. I love you all so much. Aloha.